What are some things men don't tell women? When you play hard to get, we just find it annoying. Edit. I recognize that chasing the girl is part of the fun. But there's a difference between not having interest at first and developing it over time and already be interested and just playing around for the sake of satisfying one's ego. If you are interested in the guy, just show it. By I mean reciprocate in an understandable way and don't play games. Or even simpler, say it. How often we think of you and hope that you message/call so we don't look desperate when we reach out again. I just got out of a relationship with a girl who was the worst with this. We were both extremely busy and acknowledged that we'd have to be patient with seeing each other, but to her, that meant wait until he texts me. There were times where I would leave the conversation alone for an entire week just to give her a chance to reach out, but she never did. She was just so damn passive with everything, and it was extremely frustrating. That we feel immense pressure to provide and go above and beyond for our girlfriends/wives all the time, and have no real way to relieve that pressure. This is a 24/7 feeling, and I don't have, and so I sometimes fantasize about how I would go above and beyond if I did. We will literally remember a genuine compliment for the rest of our lives. Jesus, if this isn't true. A random drunk former acquaintance of mine once told me, "I love your smile. You should smile more," as we were having a drunken chat. That was around a dozen years ago, and I still remember that like it was yesterday. Her face, her voice, her smile, permanently imprinted. Sometimes guys seem rude because they know niceties will seem like flirting, which takes on new meaning when instead of inviting unwanted attention, which is shitty to be fair, the concern is being labeled a creep. Conversely, a guy will also seem insistent and weird if he thinks he's perceived as a threat and wants to put that person at ease. This is a real problem for me. When I meet a girl that I find attractive, I, for whatever reason, end up being cold and distant towards her because I don't want her to think I'm flirting because reason. But all the women that I'm not interested in, I'm nice and relaxed and act like myself. And then, to my confusion, it's only women that I'm not interested in dating that seem to be interested in me. Why am I so afraid of flirting with women that I actually want to flirt with? We are ducking afraid that you'll find somebody more capable than us. Edit. Ladies, if you're on here, tell your man that he is good enough. Tell him he looks good. Take a lot of these comments to heart. We will never actually say this stuff to your face. We risk too much of our dignity doing so. How we feel about our bodies. Fat/skinny. I've been extremely fit and I've been overweight. I wanna say I feel fat. Can you help me get to the gym? But for some reason we don't ask for help in that area. As the resident overly ripped dude at the gym, I can tell people are intimidated by me. It sucks sometimes. Honestly, my biggest dream on earth is having some fat guy or dorky high school kid approaching me for help, taking him under my wing and blasting him to Gaines Valhalla. We'd be stronger allies to the feminist movement if we were allowed to ask, discuss, and question ideas without being shut down for being privileged. It's the only real negative that has come from the movement. I have definitely been told that men are evil/pigs/scum from many ex-female friends. Way too much of courting can qualify as creepy if we are not attractive to you. Would be so much easier if women made the first move. You aren't telling your female friends this. When the topic comes up, I make sure to let them know what kind of views people would have of someone who is average or less. They are always surprised and a bit ashamed because they realize they have done that kind of thing in the past. At least they learned. Someone complimented my shirt on campus today. It was my favorite shirt before that. Now I practically consider it my only shirt. Every single sincere compliment is boosted 100x their value. Women typically compliment each other, so they are used to being told they look nice. If you don't believe me, you either don't have social media or don't talk to girls. Guys don't compliment each other, so anything we get is abnormal and taken to heart. We like to listen to you and support, but good lord, some of y'all need a therapist instead of dumping everything on me. I'm not judging. I go to a therapist, but that's where I work out shit that's my responsibility to get over. Also, most women aren't good on top, but that's okay. I'm fully confident women feel the same about men, so The amount of stress we might have to shoulder for the good of everyone. Don't get me wrong, I can and do talk with my wife, but even then I don't concern her with some of my thoughts. She's pregnant with our first child and has all the symptoms dialed up to 10, so she has other things to deal with. I got promoted, yay, but it comes with a great deal of headaches and stress, making sure all finances are covered and future planning is addressed, doctor appointments, dogs, cars, etc. I handle most of the items, so I constantly have a running list of tasks in my head and how to best navigate everything, including work takes its toll. She is very understanding and always me to decompress, which I'm very grateful for, but even with that, I still don't overload her with everything going through my head. I've learned not to stress her out with finances and retirement, as she can get stressed out looking at the numbers. I'm the captain of our ship, so it's my responsibility to handle them. That they constantly hurt our feelings, but we shut our mouth every time and keep moving forward as much as we can. Women really don't understand how bad they can hurt us every day. They don't even have to talk to us, as these moments/words stay in our mind for a long time. How sad it is until you meet a girl you care enough about to make some sort of advance, and how you hope it goes well. It probably won't, so then again, why bother? I've never been flat out rejected, but everyone I've been with has shit on me viciously in the end, but that's another story. One thing I don't tell my girlfriend: I feel responsible for her safety and security at all times. It's a super irrational thing, and I'm not sure where that comes from, but I definitely don't choose to feel that way. Why would I? It makes me paranoid and scared all the time. Sometimes she talks about whenever she's in a public situation, she has an escape plan. I don't have an escape plan. I have a save your life plan. I just want you to make a move for once. Make plans for us for once. Touch me and kiss me and caress me like I do to you. Tell me something you like about me that isn't repeating what I just said to you. Be and act like my partner, because that is what we are supposed to be. I'm very tall and purposefully flop my shoes onto the floor loudly when walking behind girls, so they know I'm there and aren't frightened if they turn around for some reason. It's hard to get support from female friends as a male. If I'm looking for genuine feedback on what girls find attractive, or what I have the opportunity to improve on, women won't tell you, or will think you're hitting on them by doing so. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, it is mostly how I want physical contact. As you can already tell, all my friends get physical contact from all of my woman friends very easily. The guys don't even have to have a reason for touching them, and could just do it randomly, and get the twice as much from girls than the girls get from guys. I'm one of the few that gets excluded from physical contact entirely. Of course I have given them physical contact, and mostly within reason, and they seem perfectly fine talking to me and being with me alone. But other than that, I get left out to a very noticeable degree. Edit, and I can't ask, because I don't want to be that guy, the where's my hug guy. I hear that is considered creepy and desperate. If a guy wants to be alone, it does not mean he doesn't care about you. It just means that he wants to be alone. We have a lot of things to think about. If you hug me too much, I believe it's because you're into me. Some girls just do it for fun, and it confuses the duck out of me. If you like me just ducking, tell me. Keep it simple. If a guy's messages you to make sure you are home, it's probably because he is interested in you. If we message you and you can reply instantly, just do it. Don't make yourself look interesting. We're already into you. Just tell us what you want and we'll do it for you. But tell us, please. For me, it's how hard I struggle to listen to what my so is saying. Every time. Like I say in my head, here we go. She is telling me how her day was. I know it will be hurtful if I'm obviously thinking about some. I wonder how long it would take to get to the moon if you took an escalator. When I'm talking to you, I don't enjoy the actual act of talking. This is a drain on my mental resources. I enjoy the potential outcome of this conversation. I enjoy learning new information from the conversation. If I care about you, I enjoy learning that you're in a good state. If I'm talking about myself, I enjoy that I'm potentially building a good image about myself. But I view the actual talking as a minus. Lots of women just don't seem to fathom that I can be like this and would probably get offended if I characterized our conversations with this context. If we are being vulnerable with you, if we are sharing our fears and insecurities and our wildest hopes and dreams, know that you have seen us in our rawest form. Very few, if at, have seen this. We don't even share that with our closest friends. It takes immense effort to open to that depth. We do that only when we absolutely love and trust you.